Welcome to this edition of Titan Television.
On this episode, we'll get the inside scoop on several clubs.
And you'll see what's happening outside the halls of Lee Summit West.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Titan Television. Good afternoon, Titans. I'm Anthony Helverson.
And I'm Jacqueline Raymer. As many of you may know, enrollment for the 2016-2017 school year is coming up for freshmen, sophomores, and juniors.
On February 8th through the 11th, enrollment will be open through PowerSchool.
More information will be given to juniors on Tuesday, and freshmen and sophomores will receive their information on February 4th.
Recently, Levi Chrisman and Lauren Disman got the chance to see firsthand what new clubs at West have to offer. Here's what they found.
This school year, Lee Summit West introduced a club that is unlike any other.
Ski Club does exactly what its name is implying. We go up to Snow Creek and you are able to ski or snowboard up there.
Students get the opportunity to participate in winter activities for a total of $20 for 4 visits to Snow Creek.
It's open to everybody, experienced skiers and snowboarders to first timers. It's open for anybody that's just interested in getting out and even just trying.
Ski Club hopes to get more students interested in staying active this winter.
Really just kind of maybe hopefully spur on a love for winter sports like this, and really just another way for kids to get involved and find something that they enjoy and find other people maybe outside their circle of friends that enjoy the same things.
For more information about this club, see Ms. Lathrop, Mr. Deasy, or Mr. Rasdall. With photographer Levi Chrisman, this is Lauren Dismond reporting for Titan Television.
Ski Club isn't the only opportunity to get involved at school.
The Sign Language Club is a unique way to learn a new language and a new skill that can be helpful in the future.
Lisa Searles tells the benefits of this club.
We really would like as many people to come in and try it out, see if it's for you. I would really like to see students take this seriously and learn and work together collaboratively, because in the end, if you know sign language, you're going to have a leg up in the world. You're going to get the job over the next person that doesn't know. You're going to be able to communicate better and understand people better in the end. So I think it's beneficial to everyone.
Okay.
The Sign Language Club will be meeting every other Wednesday after school in Ms. Searles' room.
Although this club is just now starting, many clubs are in full swing.
Autumn Black updates us on the success of one of these teams.
In this particular club, teams of students rush to beat the clock. This is just a normal Scholar Bowl tournament.
What Scholar Bowl is it's an academic quiz bowl where students, they compete in groups of teams of 4, and they compete against people all over the metro area.
Through these competitions, they've gained the skills required to move to the next level.
The last 3 years we've gone to state, so hopefully a lot of them will be going with me to state in Columbia in the spring. And then this year we actually just qualified for nationals.
West has a team of 22 students with a variety of personalities and interests.
Scholar Bowl is not just for nerds. you can be in it for any number of reasons. You can be in it even if you don't think you're very smart. You can join. We'll find a place for you. You probably know more than you think you do.
With photographer Kaylee Addison, this is Autumn Black, reporting for Titan Television.
In 1 week, Kindness Council will be hosting their 3rd annual talent show.
The show will be at 7 p.m. and the tickets will be $5 at the door.
After this quick commercial break, we'll send it over to Dylan Johnson with the Titan Sports Update.
Good afternoon, Titans. I'm Dylan Johnson, bringing you your first edition of the Titan Sports Update for 2016. The girls basketball team are 3-6, and with leading scorer Maddie Bellinger, they attempted to pull out a win against Lee Summit North High School. The Lady Titans started off slow due to many turnovers in the first quarter, but they showed some signs of life in the second, closing the gap by 7 points. But the Broncos dominated the paint with easy layups and offensive rebounding. At the half, the Titans were behind 23-17. Our Titans struggled to put points on the board, which resulted in an even bigger lead for the Broncos. The final score was 51-30. Show the girls basketball team your support on January 25th when they take on Blue Spring South High School at 7 o'clock in the Fieldhouse. After a fast-paced game against Rockhurst, the boys basketball team pulled out a win 46-40. There will be another home game today versus Park Hill South at 7 o'clock. Last weekend, Jake Woods and lawyer Morgan Beckham placed first. Check the Titan Sports Update Twitter page for other placings. Their next home match is on February 3rd against Park Hill South High School. Wrestling head coach Ethan Houck decided to retire after 13 years of coaching here at West. We would like to take the time to congratulate him for his accomplishments and thank him for all the hard work he's put into these kids here at West. Now I'll send it over to Matt Ross for a new Titan Sports Update segment. It's all you, Matt.
I'm Matt Ross, bringing you the top 5 plays of this month, which include highlights put together by Titan athletes in the new weeks of the winter season. Let's dive right into our countdown with girls swimming. So far, they posted 6 state cuts, 3 of them being relays and 3 individual cuts. Second in our lineup comes girls basketball in a game against the Lee Summit North Broncos. In the midst of a tough game, hustle points are essential to complete a comeback. Andrea Calloway was able to give the Lady Titans a boost with this offensive rebound and putback to get a well-earned 2 points. Third in the lineup is wrestling. Last week, senior DJ Bradfield Thogerson wrestled against a tough opponent from Fort Osage High School, who was first in the state in their weight class. After battling back and forth, DJ would now be classified as the #1 wrestler for his weight class. From over the weekend, DJ is still remaining top 3 in his weight class. This next highlight comes from a game against the Rockhurst Totlets. This isn't the only top 10 highlight the Titans produced at home. Mario Goodrich, who had over 20 points on the night, got 3 from the silky smooth jump shot to beat the buzzer at the end of the third. And finally, the #1 play comes from the transfer Elijah Childs, who so far has led the Titans in the paint for the season. In the fourth quarter against the Hawklets, he gets a great dish from under the bucket, which leads to a monster 2-hand jam as he soars over the Hawklets defense. Another good news for the Titans, the basketball team is raised to the top 10 in the state under the leadership of Coach Michael Schieber and his crew. Thank you for tuning in this time on the TSU Top 5. Back to you, Dylan.
I hope you enjoyed our new segment on the Titan Sports Update. Our next edition is on February 11th. Until then, I'm Dylan Johnson.
Remember, Titans, Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so we will not have school.
While many students are enjoying their 3-day weekend, it becomes easy to forget what this national holiday is all about.
Aubrey Salisbury took to the halls to see what students really know about Martin Luther King Day and how to celebrate it.
At 6:05 p.m. on Thursday the 4th, 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot dead while standing on a balcony at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. Like many other holidays, this coming Monday commemorates Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We asked your fellow Titans what they know about Martin Luther King.
He was the person that helped with discrimination around the U.S.
A civil rights activist.
Obviously, he was passionate about changing the discrimination, all the discrimination that went against all the African American people, specifically in the southern region.
His goal was for equality for his people and for everybody, and he was passionate about changing the way people thought about others of minority.
If you're looking for a place to celebrate Martin Luther King, on January 19th, there will be a celebration at John Knox Pavilion. The theme is Unity in Our Community, and many events will be taking place. With photographers Maggie Otis and Ariana Gillespie, this is Aubrey Salisbury reporting for Titan Television.
On Titan TV, we often cover what's happening inside the halls of Lee Summit West.
But up next, Mackenzie Elliott will tell you what's happening outside our school.
Welcome to 2016. From the presidential race to entertainment to global issues, there's a lot you need to know for this year. So let's get started.
It's election year, and several topics are dominating the debates, such as economy, immigration, Syria, gun control, and terrorism. Let's look at the frontrunners in this election. On the Republican side, businessman Donald Trump leads with 34% in the polls. Following behind him are Texas Senator Ted Cruz and neurosurgeon Ben Carson. However, Cruz is facing some challenges because of the fact that he was born in Canada, but raised in the US for most of his life. Now people are wondering, what does it really mean to be a natural-born citizen? On the Democratic side, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton leads with 48% in the polls. Behind her is Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. As 2016 introduces our new president, we are saying goodbye to Barack Obama. In 2008, he took the stage as the first African American president, and since then, he has released his healthcare Obamacare, added over 13.7 million jobs, reopened the embassy with Cuba, legalized same-sex marriage, and most recently, released his gun control executive orders, which will make background checks required. Another topic that has been on the rise is the conflict in Syria. Violence began in 2011 when protests started against the government for democracy and freedom. However, this has led to a major civil war. 8 million people have left their homes, 50% of which are children. The UK and France will take around 20,000 refugees each, and Germany will take 500,000. The United States is still deciding on whether or not to accept refugees. ISIS. This group began in Iraq and Syria and has aggressively expanded. Overall, ISIS wants to strictly enforce an extreme interpretation of the Islamic law under a religiously ordained regime. So far, there have been 50 attacks in 18 countries led or inspired by ISIS. Understanding ISIS can be tricky, so you can read more in an article called What ISIS Really Wants in the Atlantic Monthly. The Golden Globes are the first of many award shows taking place in 2016. Major awards handed out on Sunday were Jennifer Lawrence for Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical for Joy, Leonardo DiCaprio for Best Actor in a Drama for The Revenant, The Martian for Best Comedy or Musical, and The Revenant for Best Drama.
I hope you feel more prepared for what 2016 has to bring. Enjoy your year, Titans.
As Mackenzie discussed what to expect in 2016, Mackenzie Moore and I went to find out what Titans enjoyed most about 2015. Here's what you said.
Good afternoon, Titans, and welcome to Question of the Week. We asked students what their most memorable moment of 2015 was. So what's your most memorable moment of 2015?
I know I'm a pretty big nerd here, but my most memorable moment is probably Star Wars.
My most memorable moments, I would have to say the World Series, the entire 7-game World Series.
Watching the Kansas City Royals win the World Series.
Royals winning the World Series because I was a sophomore in college when they won it in '85, so to get to see them do it again was pretty special.
Me, Maddie Nevins, Claire Phillips, and Taylor Ritchie went to a side road off of Hook, and we went to the back of Taylor's truck, and we all ate pizza and watched the sunset.
Best moment would probably be playing football Friday nights. Best thing ever. Shout out to Ethan Owens.
My best memory of 2015 was that I got to see Justin Timberlake in concert and Britney Spears in concert twice.
Most definitely getting to see Libby Kane every single day of my life. She's my inspiration.
Going to prom and enjoying all the stuff that's been happening throughout the school year.
Probably when Libby blocked me on Instagram and Twitter.
I hope everyone had a fantastic 2015 and here's to an even better new year. Now back to the studio.
Well, Titans, that's all we have for this edition of Titan Television.
We will be back on February 11th, but until then, I'm Jacqueline Raymer.
And I'm Anthony Helverson. Enjoy your 3-day weekend, Titans.
Ha ha ha!